So I had an exam yesterday, and as I sat down to write the exam and I opened the booklet and looked at the questions, I felt totally unprepared. The answer didn't feel like it was there, that I'd maybe not studied the exact right things that I should have studied. But one thing that I noticed during this experience, compared to my last incarnation as a student, was that all of that angst wasn't there. There was no feeling of I could have done this, or I should have done that, or I'm going to fail, or this isn't going to work out, or I'm never going to be able to become a counselor, or whatever the story is that plays out in the mind, the fear. I'm not enough. I didn't study enough. What are other people going to think of me? My wise persona, or whatever persona it is that I'm holding, a good straight A student, maybe jeopardized. But none of those stories played out. It was just like I looked at the exam and I was like, I don't know. I don't exactly know what the answer is, but I'll just write what I know. And it was like the end of the story. Nothing needed to be changed. Nothing was wrong with it. There was no projection on myself or introjection on myself for not being enough. No projection onto the professor or the course or life for somehow doing me wrong. None of that played out. It was just so matter of fact. And it was so beautiful as a result. It just really affirmed for me how much has been washed away. That all these beliefs of who I'm supposed to be or should be, or feelings of not enough or needing to prove myself, have gone. It's just like there's an inherent okayness with whatever it is. Maybe next time things would be different and I would study more or different things, but I couldn't do anything in that moment, and there was a surrender to what was. And there was actually like a subtle joy in just being there, acknowledging things as they were, without trying to change them or wish them away or feeling this sense of panic. And that's part of what happens, is all of these ideas of ourselves and these beliefs that we're holding on to of who we should be or could be or what should have happened, or they no longer play such a part in our lives. Maybe we notice that they return, or there's a temptation to go there again because they're familiar, to keep studying over and over again beyond what really feels necessary, just in case. But we don't have to go there anymore. We can notice it, but we don't have to feed into that story. I guess that's what I've really noticed on the journey the last few years, is that, yeah, sometimes those stories are still there, but the energy that fueled them and brought up all of this intense contraction in my experience, a sense of resistance to what was happening, wanting things to be other, projecting and blaming it onto others, or taking the blame inward on myself, I feel like it's diminishing. There's something just acceptable in what is. And I saw that why I was taking this exam was not so much about getting the grades that I could get, it was about the experience that I wanted to have through being in that class. And the way I chose to study and prepare for that exam was exactly what I wanted to get out of that class. To just learn more about different counseling techniques, to experience how they're applied, to really see how they can be used in different scenarios, and to see, I guess, that they all have inherent worth in them. It really depends on the person and the situation and the state of their journey, the time of their journey, which techniques might be most useful. And that's what I got out of the studying, was it opened me up to all of these different counseling techniques and not seeing that any of them need to be put in a box or used in isolation or define me in any way. And because I knew that, that even deepened the piece of being in the exam. Because I felt like I got out of it what I came for, even though the mark might not be as high as I could have had. There was a resting and knowing that it was enough. Thank you.